Hi, it's Barbara Greenlee with Green Moon Stamp Studio, and today I've got a card for you using the Sea Life bundle or Seascape bundle, and we're also going to use Emboss Resist for our ocean scene in the background. So let's get started. Today we're going to make this seahorse card using Emboss Resist. We're using the Seascape stamp set and clear embossing powder, and our colors are Bermuda Bay and Gorgeous Grape. So I already have my supplies ready to go. You're just going to have a half a sheet of Gorgeous Grape. So that means, 5.5 by 8.5. You're going to use your bone folder and fold that in half, burnish with your bone folder. We can set that aside or go ahead and put on our mat. Let's go ahead and put the mat on. So the mat is just 1/4 inch less, which is 4 by 5.25. Some Stampin' Seal. I always hold my cardstock by the corners, opposite corners, in order to get it lined up. Put that on. Then I have a secondary mat here of Highland Heather. Let's put that on. That one is just another 1/4 inch shorter on each side. So that means it is 5 by 3 3/4. Then we're going to have our artwork in front, our white piece, and then we have a larger piece for the inside. So put the inside away for a second. Okay, so we're going to create this scene. We're going to use Emboss Resist. So we're going to use Versamark. And we're going to put some fish across the top. And we are going to put fan coral on the bottom. And some of this other coral on this side. Okay, you be careful not to touch where you've already done it. Grab the clear embossing powder. Yeah, my little spoon got down in there. Okay, so just pour your clear embossing powder on here. Get those fish at the top. Tap off your extra. Looks like I got it everywhere. And I'm not going to heat emboss that yet because I also want to decorate my inside with the coral as well. I'm going to use this coral because it doesn't stick out as much into the, place to write on the inside. And you could even do this on your envelope too. I did do it on the envelope for the sample that I made. I think I will do something different though. Let's do the fish for this one. I just want to get all of my embossing powder. Whoops, only half a fish. There we go. Get the whole fish. All right, so now I have all of my pieces powdered. Now I'm going to grab my heat tool, put it at the hottest setting all the way up. It takes a second to heat up. When you're doing clear embossing powder, it's going to just disappear and become see-through. So you're just embossing until it's see-through. Or I should say just heating until it's see-through. Okay, get this coral. Okay, that's all shiny. Doesn't look like I missed any spots. You do the inside. Okay. All right, everything is embossed. Give it a second to dry. Let's see, we did the envelope first, so it should be dry. We are going to use Bermuda Bay ink to bring this to life, and an embossing brush. Blending brush. So with the blending brush, you're just going to tap it in your ink. And sometimes it gets a lot of ink right there at the top, so I like to dab off. Then you're going to start in the middle, use your index finger for guidance, and just do circular motion like that. So now you can see those fish because this is called Emboss Resist. Let's do our card front. So we're creating our ocean scene. You can use as little or as much as you want. Okay, I like that. I don't want it to be solid. And then this one is for the inside of the card. Okay. So that's the Emboss Resist. Oh, we're not done with the Bermuda Bay. We need some fish bubbles. Okay, so let's see which direction. I kind of like the way I did it there. So let's do it the same orientation. All right. And we need some on the envelope. So cute. Okay. Now we can close up the Bermuda Bay. Now the next thing we want to do is, I have a piece of basic white for this greeting across the front, and that is 1 5/8 by 3 5/8. I know that's a kind of an odd amount, but that just seemed to be right. You could round that down to just a 1/2 inch on each side if you want, but we're using Gorgeous Grape. We're going to stamp it on the side. You could use your Stamparatus too if you're nervous about getting it straight. So that's our Gorgeous Grape. All right, I think we have everything except for our seahorse. So this is from the Sea Life dies. Let me see if I have it right here to show you what else is in there. Because there's this gorgeous goldfish too. I guess it's a goldfish. And then there's a couple of other fish, and then there's some more coral. But I like the goldfish and the seahorse the best. I don't know, I have not punched out the coral to see how pretty that is yet. So I decided to use the ombre glitter paper for this. So we're just going to run it through the mini embossing machine. And maybe just to make sure it punched all the way, I'll run it through a second time. Since it's got some detail there. Oh, here it is. Okay, that came out really nice. One thing about these dies I've noticed is that they stay in there. There's a couple of little places that you have to snip, but no big deal. Just snip out your seahorse. And voila. Okay, so let's bring back the card we were working on. Oops. Okay, now we will grab our art. Got a little bit of powder. Okay, let's get some Stampin' Seal on this. And stick that down to our card. This piece is 4 7/8 by 3 5/8. And that's so that I could get this skinnier mat here with the Highland Heather. And then we've got some ribbon. I'm using the Gorgeous Grape sheer ribbon. And I didn't write down how much. So about 10 inches. And this, we're just going to put a line of tape right on your card. And then weave it back and forth. Maybe only 9 inches. Then we can put this on there, and I just taped that down flat. Oops, went off of there a little bit. If that happens, just fold it in so you don't have sticky. Okay, so now I'm just going to cover up part of my fan coral, which is, looks like my piece of paper is just slightly too long. Okay, so stick that down. And then the seahorse, I used dimensionals. And so you're going to want to use the mini dimensionals on this. I think we can fit one right there and right there. And then maybe just cut one in half so you can have a little bit more coverage than just in the middle. Get one on his tail. And I just noticed that one of those little things didn't pop out. There we go. And take off your little protectors. And stick your seahorse on there. There, beautiful. I love purple and blue. So this one I got a little bit more, went a little heavy-handed on the Bermuda Bay, but I like it. It makes the coral and stuff show up that better. And then I've got my inside, which is just 5 1/4 by 4. On the insides, I usually just do tape on either side, not all the way around, because it's the inside of the card and nothing's hanging on this piece of paper, so I don't have to worry about how secure it is. It'll be just fine with that amount of tape. And then here's my envelope. Well, I hope you enjoyed that card. Please give me a like and subscribe to my channel to see some more videos. Thank you.